Do that. You are a masked man. Masked, but not undefeatable. Oh shit. Thanks for that, tough guy. Seriously, you really do need a bit of stamina to play this game. Anyway, enough tomfoolery. Welcome to my Path of Fury review. Although this one does pose a big challenge.
Oh, that's a shit.
Alright, so let's get down to it, shall we? Have you ever wanted to play a exercise game that also makes you feel like Bruce Lee or many other martial artists? In fact, not just the fact that you feel like you're a badass kung fu master, but actually feeling like you're in some kung fu film that's had all the boring bits taken out and basically has left all the action parts intact. Well, essentially that is Path of Fury. The odds do not look good. I'm the master. The gameplay is kind of so simple, you kind of wonder why no one's done this in VR yet. Well, it kind of reminds me of a rhythm-based game where you have to hit certain parts of the actual body in order to do damage, but obviously without a rhythm. Each doing different types of damage depending on what colour the circles are. And as simple as this actually sounds, it's actually quite difficult. And even more so when you throw in the fact that some of them can throw punches themselves, which means that you have to then block their blows. Whew, that was a workout. Oh, he's still there. And if any of the dads want an English person to dub, I'm your man. As you can see, perfect. Adding to this, later on in the game, you get multiple characters attacking you at the same time. This actually feels badass. The fact that you can like hit someone in the face, hit another person in the torso, and then hit someone else in the torso as well, and then hit all three in the face. It just gives you that impression that you are actually there doing these things and that you've, I don't know, trained for years for this moment. Oh shit. Now I will say the further on you do go, it does get harder and harder, and there are boss fights to contend with as well, and these range from actual boss fights to almost like mini boss fights as well. And then don't get me started on the other characters that have weapons, shields and the like, and yeah, you can imagine the chaos in some of these fights. Path of Fury, I would say, is obviously a badass kung fu game, but it's also a good workout, and believe me, you will get a really good upper body workout. I would say that I'm a pretty fit person, but after playing this prolonged, yeah, my arms started to really hurt. Hard to realise which way they're going. Oh. And with these, it's best to get them as soon as they start doing everything. Because if that goes down, you're on the risk of being defeated. I'll be definitely adding this to my exercise games roster, which I do use on a daily basis, and I'll be using this one as well, probably every other day. It is quite intense at times. Although I will say that once you do complete the game, there is extras, like the endless mode. It's like being put in an open arena and basically people or enemies come in waves, and basically you're just trying to fight them off until you can't. It's almost like a wave shooter where it just gets harder and harder and more until you just finally can't continue. This, once you've completed the game, is probably one of the biggest things that will keep you fit and probably coming back quite a bit. And then in your home, I think there's a wooden dummy thing that you can take on, kind of like hitting it and all, and seeing how many times you can hit correctly and all that lot, just as a little, I don't know, accuracy thing. That was a bit of fun. And then in order to go back to the game once you've completed it, there's a like time trial thing that you can turn a clock on, which will always be in front of you, and just basically play through the whole entire game, trying to beat your score and any other score that you know of. That's actually quite cool. This is for time trial, which is pretty cool. I'd say the game is pretty fluid for the most part, and yeah, there weren't really that many problems. There's a couple of problems where I couldn't quite either reach something at like a point to hit, or something was in the way interrupting me hitting it, which I think was the point of it, but it kind of like felt a little bit unfair. And the build that I played was dubbed, which was okay, but kind of like at times you weren't paying attention to the actual writing, so you kind of like miss things. But I will say that if you're looking for an English dub for this game, then devs, I'm happy to do it for free. Next up, let's look at the graphics and sound, and I will say that although it's kind of like, I don't know, low poly, whatever you call that look, it looks and feels really atmospheric. The sounds around you are really pretty cool. The actual look of the buildings and everything around you, I really enjoyed this. It did give that like seedy underworld criminal type feel to the game, and it just felt like you were there. And that 100% goes with the sound as well. When you hit that nightclub and the beats hit and you're just like, it just felt really good to go through all these different sections and all the different sounds and everything, kind of emphasizing that you're actually there doing these things. Now I will say that I haven't fully completed the game yet, and well, that's down on me, but so far I've played quite a bit of it. I've played it for hours on end, yeah, sometimes multiple times in same areas, but I've still enjoyed it, and that's why I'm going to give Path of Fury a stompingly hard-hitting 8 out of 10. I absolutely love this game. I will be going back to it multiple times. And if you've liked this video, do subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode. I think I definitely need the commentary.
感受下痛楚啦。